Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead. Glad you all are back. Today we're over at the bread shed, and I've got a ton of things to do. We've got a deer that we have got to process, and I've got stuff going on. I got a bread order. I got just a lot of stuff. But you know what? I did a video yesterday, y'all, of making your own marshmallow cream or your own marshmallow fluff, whatever you want to call it. And it is so much better than the store. Y'all need to go check that video out. It's only like 32 seconds long, and it's self-explanatory. It's so easy to do. You guys can do it. Make your own. Do not go buy it. Make your own. And so I've got that, and I put it in the refrigerator last night. So I thought, well, I'll make some peanut butter fudge and take over there to the kids, because we're going over there for Thanksgiving. So I thought, well, I'll bring you along with me. And it's a very easy peanut butter fudge recipe. I've done a video on it last year, or maybe was it last year, I guess. And you can go look at that one too. But this, it is just like the easiest recipe, you all. And I've done it this way for years. So I start out, we're just going to get into it, all right? I start out and I put my parchment paper, I spray my pan. I taught you that trick, right? Spray the pan. Cut your parchment paper out first, then spray the pan, then put your parchment paper on your pan. Now, if you have a glass dish or something, because it's 9 by 13 is what this makes, okay? Now, I did do 2 in case I had a little extra runoff. I didn't want to fill this too full. So, because it's not as deep as like a casserole thing. So, but I'm just using a cookie sheet because I want it about that thick. I don't want it any thicker than that, okay? So that's what I did with this. Now I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to bring you over here, okay? Okay, I got everything out here ready to go so we can just run through this and get it done. Get you a pan, okay? I've got a non-stick one, and it's not the best. It's old. It's got some nicks and chips and stuff in it. It's not good, but that's the one I'm using today, okay? We're going to start with 3 cups of sugar. Yes, it's got a lot of sugar because it's fudge, and then that's why I'm giving it away because me and Tim don't need it. But we probably will have a piece, just because. But then you need to stop at that, or we do, because it's got a lot of sugar in it, okay? But it is so good. It's so good. And this time of year is the hardest for us because, watching our sugar and everything. It just is, because you got all the candy making and all the bacon and all the stuff, but we're trying. So then you're going to put in 1.5 sticks of butter, okay? And I just kind of cut it up so it would, let me get a spatula, hold on. Kind of cut it up so it would melt a little better. And then 2/3 cup of evaporated milk, all right? Now I'm going to get you down here where you can see this, and I'm going to explain it real quick because it's really easy. Doesn't need a lot of explaining. If you don't have a candy thermometer, you can do it the old-fashioned way, and you can use a cup of cold water. And I flung that milk over there on my knife. And you can use and see where you're at on that. And I'll do that with you, okay? But you can pick these up at Walmart. They're pretty cheap. And they really help out. They let you know, because we're going to go to 234 on this. Almost to the softball stage. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn the heat up. Let me get you down here. Okay. We'll just use this for right now. And we're going to stir this up a little bit, okay? Until it gets melting. We're going to go ahead and put it on high. Then we're going to turn it down, and we're going to let it cook till it gets to that softball stage. Almost to the softball stage. And this goes pretty quick. So when it gets up there, I'm going to get it to the boiling. I'm going to let it boil, and then I'm going to turn it down to medium heat and let it go the rest of the way to 234, 235. Okay? And then I'll bring you back. Okay, it's almost there to the 234, 235 temperature. But I'll tell you what I did. After I shut the camera off, I walked right away from it, and I didn't turn it down and got it a little hot. So it's got a few little specks in it, darker specks in it, where it got it a little hot. It's not scorched. It's not going to change the taste because I caught it in time. But yeah, it just goes to show you, don't walk away from it, okay? You got to stick with it until it's done. And it's just almost there. Now here's the marshmallow cream I made. You can go watch that video, and it is the best marshmallow cream. And I put it in all my candy, in my pecan logs, in Rice Krispie treat, everything. I don't buy it no more. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't buy it no more. I did have one in the fridge the other day and used it for something. Not the fridge, in the pantry, and I used it for something. I don't remember what I used it for. But and I'm not saying I won't ever buy it again. I'm just saying it's so much better to make your own because you know what's in it, and then you can't beat that. All right, it's almost there. It's just almost there. Let me show you what it's looking like. And like I said, there might be you might see a little few brown specks, but it's nothing major. It's not going to hurt anything because I caught it in time. It's almost to there, almost there. And we're going to put our peanut butter in first. Oh, I was going to show you. I can get it. Okay, so if you don't have a thermometer, okay, this is just, it's right on there. You're going to take a little bit of your stuff and you're going to put it in really cold water. Yep, you see how that just kind of, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is there. I've got to get it off. It's there. So we're going to take that off. We're going to take this off. And we're going to go ahead and put our peanut butter in it. You can't see. Hold on a minute. Let me get you closer. Go ahead and put that peanut butter. That good peanut butter in there. Get it melted. All right, we got that melted in there. Can y'all see that? Get you down here. Now we're going to put the marshmallow cream in there, and it's cold because I had it in the fridge. So that might take a little bit to get it melted. Woo! Come on, get out of there. Ugh. All right. Now we're going to mix this up in here and get it melted real good. It's pretty hot though. See how it's taking that down because it's pretty hot. Ooh, that's going to be good. Yes, and I usually end up having this everywhere, all over me. It just is what it is. Then after you get that stirred up in there, you're going to put your 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now you see how easy that was? That didn't even take me 30 minutes to do all that. And this is the best peanut butter fudge, you guys. I just slopped it everywhere again. I'm a messy cook. I admit it. Okay, now I'm going to put you over here and we're going to pour it. All right. I got so much stuff on this table. So much stuff going. Okay, so we're going to pour this. I think it's going to fit. I think it is. Looky there. Didn't need that other one. But I wasn't sure. And I like to be prepared. I don't like this last minute, aha moments or whatever. Or uh-oh moments. Oh, it's going to set up good. It's already doing it. Just kind of spread that out to the corners. And I put that parchment paper on there, y'all, because then it's easier. I can go around the edges, I can get it out, and then I can cut it. Or I can cut it in the pan, but I don't mess up my pan as bad. You know what I mean? Okay, there we go. I want to lick that so bad, but I can't. Let me wash my hands. Now, if my grandkids was here, if they were all here, they'd be licking it. They would take it. Usually whatever I'm making, when that spoon comes out or them beaters come out, they're on it. I don't so much let them with the eggs. I don't know why, because we have farm fresh eggs. We know what's in them. We know that they're okay. I would do it. I just don't give it to my grandkids because they're my grandkids, you know. And if something did happen, then I would feel awful. So I always tell them, no, there's raw eggs, but I do let them lick all this candy stuff up. You know, that's the fun of being a grandma. You let them have all that goody stuff, and they remember that when they get older. Okay, now that's it. I'm gonna bring you back before I cut it, but basically that is it. Besides letting it cool off and cut, I'm gonna set it up on a wire rack so air gets underneath of it and cools it too. But then you got the cleanup. Now the cleanup is not fun. You got all this stuff, you know. You got to clean all that up, and it's okay though. It's, you know, it's just part of it. It's just part of being in the kitchen. And I don't necessarily like the cleanup, and I usually whine about it a little bit, but I get it done because you just got to. You got to get it done. But there you have it. There's your peanut butter fudge. When it cools off, I'm going to bring you back and we'll cut it. And maybe if Tim's back, he's been working on my car. If he's back by that time, we'll make him taste test. Listen, I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. Don't go nowhere. All right, I put it in the refrigerator for a little bit to kind of speed things up because I'm getting ready to go get on the bus and we got some other stuff to do. So, I'm going to try. I don't know. Let me try to cut around this, okay? Tim's going to test it for us. I got to get it off them edges so I can pull it out. I didn't want to cut it in my pan. You know what I mean? Huh?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm going to struggle with that.
Well, I might. I might end up having to cut it in my pan, but I don't want to. I don't think I'll have to. If it'll work the way I'm wanting it to. Oh. Oh, goodness. Oh, I had it. Okay. Now, what you think about that?
It's like peanut butter fudge.
Voila. Now let's cut it. Mm-hmm. What do you think about right there?
Mm.
Huh?
That's good to me.
This is our favorite, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm struggling because I want some so bad, but I'm scared that it's going to hurt me. The sugar part. Okay. I think smaller ones. That worked out perfect. I'm just going to tell you. Perfect. One piece. That's it. Come right out on that. And I'll put it in a dish and...
You don't bite?
Huh?
You don't bite?
I'm scared.
Good.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it would be, but... Oh. Fantastic.
Make a fat boy fatter.
You're not. It's not a nice word to use. Okay. Anyway. So I'm going to put this up in a thing and then I got to go. So.
All right, there you go.
Why does that clock say 2:30?
Well, I don't have no idea.
That one says 1/4 after, don't it? That one says 1:30. They're all wrong.
You got everything messed up.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and try some peanut butter fudge. And if this wasn't as in detail, I've got another one that I put on last year. You can go back and watch it. It's pretty in depth, I think. But this one, it's really easy. You all can do it. So make you some peanut butter fudge. Them kids will love it. Everybody will, really. If you like peanut butter. All right. We love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video.
You'll have a blessed day.
Bye.